Welcome back, folks, to this beautifully, not really beautifully, this hot July 3rd day. As you can see, it's not knee-high by the 4th of July. This corn's like almost as tall as me. Well, at least if we go further in, it's probably like as tall as me. Corn's getting big, it's getting tall. This is probably our best corn crop ever. This stuff looks amazing. So this is on field 4 right here. You remember this was the field we had hydraulic issues with the planter on. And up there too, but and the other corn's up there. And today we're focusing on this field, the bean field. So we've been doing a lot of cultivating this year. We did a lot past with the Hineker 6000 on this field. He's currently going with the International Harvester 78 on the 686, the new tractor. I have not done a video on this tractor yet, and well, this is the last pass with that, so decided I need to be doing one. So as you can see, the beans look great. Pretty much our whole field except for one little patch over there. Our beans are incredibly clean this year, like because of that early spray pass we did back in the spring. We had them spray this and the corn right after we planted it. These beans are so nice. They're really clean. So he's cultivating them with 2 side shovels and a set of finger weeders. What those are, a little star wheel. They're basically got rubber fingers on them, and those will go right up next to the row, basically almost in the row, and it'll knock out any weeds that you can't get with shovels. Pretty neat setup, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for crop tour. As you can see, the corn and the beans. The oats look great. They're going to be ready to harvest in a few weeks, and they're looking great. They're tall, lots and lots of seed heads, so we want that. We really want that. It's currently too humid to make hay, so we haven't gotten a chance to use that new mower yet, the brand new 310 Plus, but we will next week, hopefully. Looking like we might be able to, but we need to get it cut. It's ready to cut. But yeah. We're knee-high by the 4th of July. That is no longer a thing anymore. Full grown by the 4th of July is the new saying for me. So yeah, right here we're on the end rows. A few blank spots from turning, but these things are pretty clean. Okay, he'd run over beans there, but he's running much faster on this pass because the beans are so much bigger. This is the second pass with the finger weeders, but let's watch this thing go by. And just look at these beautiful beans. Yeah, it's gonna be a good harvest this year, I think, for beans. It's gonna be pretty clean. We shouldn't have to deal with plugging up the bean head up on this section. And there it is, 686. That is the new tractor, well, the new used tractor we got this year, equipped with the finger weeders. As you can see on the back there, those little black brackets, those contain our finger weeders. He's just flying through this stuff. But yeah, basically those things will go up against the row here and take out any weeds right up next to the beans. But yeah, these are some pretty nice looking beans this year. Wait, so far this is a lot better than last year just because our rains have been timed so much better. And we've had just enough dry periods. Last spring and summer, well, it was wet, very wet the whole spring and summer. And cultivating was pretty much a no-go. So I think all that's left to do on these beans after finger weeding is just some, it's a Hineker pass or 2. So we're basically done with cultivating season. Yes, we did some tine weeding, all the good stuff, dragging. But yeah, that's the finger weeder setup on that tractor and cultivator. That new tractor's been holding up great, been just running phenomenally. We like how it's set up so well. So that thing's got the regular IH standard factory rear tires, which would have been the same as the 560, the ones I got on my 560. Well, the 86 came with slightly larger tires and rims when we bought it, and we put even larger tires on it when we got them replaced because they were cheaper. Well, we're going back to small wheels. Big tires, we've learned that we really don't like those. Those just aren't quite what we want, but yeah. Yeah, storm's moving in. Really hot, humid day. I'm not surprised. Power just came back on. Power's been out for like the last 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah, an hour, I would say. So, storm's coming in. We'll see how much he can get done before then. But no, last year, as you guys might remember, we had just water hemp throughout the whole rows up in that field, which is oats this year. We had just water hemp like crazy. This year, not the problem. One thing we've been having on that oat field up there, which we had in the beans last year, we had a thistle problem in the upper 40 of that oat field. Not the whole field, just the upper 40 acres that in the back. And this year we're trying to, and between this year and next year, we're trying to completely eliminate those thistles. And so far I think we've been pretty successful at it, but we'll see. Thistles like to come back. A little bit of grass right there, but not too much. It's not too bad down here. Down there, we have a few more weeds just in a small section by the road due to just a part of it was error on our part, and the other part of it was just because we did not do the early spray on this, because that's kind of a test plot for mechanical weeding purposes. So, but yeah, between the rows, I am excited for harvest now because it has been so stinking hot this summer. Ever since like after first cutting of hay was over and we got rain, it's just been humid, hot, humid, hot, humid, hot. Whole month of June, now we're into July, same thing, and they're talking the same thing the whole month. Man, I could go for some fall right now. Can't wait for harvest. We're getting there slowly, but not too long, not too long. There he comes back again. That tractor, since it doesn't have the hydro, it's a lot quieter transmission. That's identical to what my grandpa and my dad would have been running back in the day. So what they used to run in these fields was our Farmall 560, the one I restored, with a 461 4.0 wide mounted cultivator on the front. And now Dad's got a bunch of good old stories about that old machine and the hours that they spent cultivating on that thing. That cultivator, I still have it. I've reassembled it. It needs work, it needs restoration, but it ain't happening this year. Well, at least all of it ain't happening this year. Maybe later this year I will start working on a few pieces of it. That's about it. But at some point I'm going to restore that cultivator back to its original glory. Section is to remove the compaction from the tire tracks, so that way no weeds can start from that. Because when you compact them little weed seeds that might be down there, those white threaded weeds, they'll start growing. So yeah. All right, well, that's about all you need to know of this round of cultivation. He ran a few beans over, but I guess that's pretty normal. But yeah, guys. All right, I can hear the rain and thunder. It's coming. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one where hopefully we're making hay.